Guys, what is going on? It's good to see all you guys, man. Like I said, guys, I'm still on vacation here. So we're still doing the show commando style. You know what I'm saying? No soundboard, no none of that, guys. So I'm hoping the old computer can still make things happen here. So we'll do the best we can, guys. We'll do the best we can. Yes. Hold on, guys. I hope I just didn't. Okay, guys. I did drop the link for anyone who wants coming up, guys. Like I said, call in show, guys. You know, come on up, come on up. We have a couple topics to talk about. We won't do that long of a live today, guys. But hey, let me see here. Call in. What's up, dude?
Not much. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good. It's always good. So anytime that I'm on vacations, I always try and find new breweries. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing, is to go to wherever I'm at and then go hit up some breweries, And I found a pretty cool brewery right here that had some pretty good IPAs. And I went yesterday and I had like 3 of these 24 ounces and they were 10%.
Jesus.
I know. Yesterday it was like 7 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, man. That's actually my favorite part of any vacation. You know what I'm saying? And then meeting people, because I'm an extrovert, so I always meet funny people and then hang out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So how you been, man?
Oh, getting better. Doing pretty good.
Hey, Colin, guys in the chat, let me run something past you. Someone in the Discord had said that maybe I should talk about like country girls versus urban girls. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are differences, guys, between like chicks from like Iowa, Minnesota, rural Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? Like Wyoming, Utah, and then girls that are from LA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, girls that actually grew up with intact families and used to go home for like Christmas break and stuff to hang out with their parents and brothers and stuff. I would say, guys, if you were choosing to date, you're better off taking a chance with one of them. Taking a chance, right? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, right? I mean, we all know 304s are 304s, right? But some of my friends at work that are married did marry chicks from like friggin', Missouri. You know what I'm saying? Like these podunk chicks. But so I might try and do a live on that and talk and show the differences between them, even though they all have the feminist programming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know what to see. Rajai, what's up, dude? 2000s guy, how you doing? Michael's here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's all these protests going on, guys. And guys, put a 1 if you agree. Anyone that is taking part of these protests is a moron. Period.
Yeah.
We should just scoop them all up and just dump them over the border in Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Red Door, how's it going? Let me see. I don't have a mouse here on. George Costanza, Captain Palsy, what's up? John Carlos here. DTM is here. Laughing Man's here. What's going on, guys? Okay. George Costanza says, do you ever think of going on a cruise?
Oh, hell
no. Unlimited food, unlimited Remy, party with lunch, 304s. See, here's the thing about it, George Costanza. Colin, how many videos have we seen of these 304s, of these B-dubs getting kicked off of cruises, right?
Yeah.
So guys, I would never go on a cruise, right? I just won't, because I don't like the open water. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I don't like the ocean, and then I don't like being stuck on a boat. You know what I'm saying? So that's out for me. Plus, guys, these B-dubs now are doing this because you can put your cruise on Klarna now. So there used to be a price barrier, right? But now all the ghetto chicks and trailer park Tammys can actually get on these cruise ships now. That's the reason why there's been so many B-dubs on these cruise ships. You know what I'm saying? Wow. It's because they're putting it on Affirm and layaway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The other thing was these cruise ships, dude. The cruise ships, dude, these are nothing but like filthy, disgusting bacteria and virus infested. Like, I mean, just think about it. Think about the logistics, right? When you're out at sea for 2 weeks at a time, what happens to all the food that they got to pack ahead of time? Like,
yeah, that's true.
There's a reason that so many people, they go on a cruise and they come home, puking and shitting their guts out because cruises are disgusting.
Yeah, there was recently some type of outbreak on one of these cruises. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Disease outbreak on cruise ship. Here we go. Norovirus was on one ship, and then 240 people got the norovirus, and that was a stomach virus. It says actually it was on 3 different cruise ships. Ugh. Hundreds of people got sick. Look at that. You couldn't pay me enough. And then May 15th, 25 people got sick from a stomach virus. Jesus. No thanks, man. Nah. I'll go to a resort, you know what I'm saying? But not on a ship. So guys, hold on. Give me a second. John Carlo, how's it going, man? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Like I said, guys, I am working with just this ghetto computer here. I don't have my whole setup, but look at this, guys. Colin, have you seen this yet?
No.
Watch this. Watch. Let's go. Let's go.
Gerardo.
Let's go.
Jesus, you just hit me. I just got hit with the left vehicle. Yeah, I'm okay.
Let's go. Look at that, guys. The usual suspects too, right? Right, guys?
Yeah.
Good. You know what I'm saying? No, guys. Here we go. What is this? Omaha.
Hello,
Oops.
guys, and welcome. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another video.
What is that?
Today-
Here we go. Look at this. Omaha protest attempts to stop ICE raid at Nebraska meat processing plant.
Nebraska? Really?
Yeah, dude, they have people illegals work in a lot of these plants and factories all over the United States.
I know, but I thought all the protests were only in the West Coast.
No. This is a protest to stop them doing the raid. This isn't. They heard that there was going to be a raid going on, right? So this is different. Whereas in LA, they're just marching just cause. They're just being stupid. So this, I guess, someone tipped them off that there was going to be some type of a raid, so they're trying to stop this from
Yeah.
happening.
Crazy.
Sorry, guys. Look at that, guys. Why are they not arrested? Why? Why are they not being arrested?
AJ,
Hold on. I gotta. What are you saying?
if I stop these knuckleheads, can I request a green card?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we would totally trade you for one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. What are they doing?
Freaking Central Americans.
No, but
They're not-
why are they not arresting them? Let's go! Let's
Finally.
go!
Come on! Come on!
Stupid Martas.
Yeah. That's why they use rubber bullets, man. You just blast them. Look at that, guys.
You don't fucking feel them. People's identity.
Look at that, guys. Ah, let's go! Let's go! Oh, say does that star-spangled. Let's go!
Yeah. Bring the
Let's go!
Suburban.
Let's go. Hold on, guys. Neon's here. Michael Norman's here. Whiteout's here. Adam Schrader's here. Guys, what's going on? Be sure to hit the like button, guys. Hit the join button for a membership, guys. Everything will be back to normal live wise, guys, next week. I will do the Sunday live at 9 because I'll will be home by then. Scott's here. Good to see you guys, right? So sorry. Hurry up, you stupid thing. Back up.
Oh, hell no.
Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. You're not taking him, bro. Don't touch me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get her.
Get the freaking beat up out of
Just
the
keep
way.
driving.
Yeah.
Just keep driving.
Fucking nigga!
Ah! She's racist.
Let's
Says the M
go.
word.
Ooh, yeah. I'm going to tear off the windshield wiper. Ooh, I really showed them.
Come on.
Get back!
Yeah.
Get back! Get back!
I mean, if I was the cop, I will beat that stupid
Yeah,
knucklehead
all you
off.
got to do is tase him.
It's a freaking Suburban. It's my ride.
Fuck you!
All you got to do is tase him.
I'll break him more, bitch! Which one? I'll break him more, bitch! I'll break him more!
Yeah, get him. Get him. Let's go. Whoa, America.
Leave it! He didn't do nothing. Just leave it.
Judging by his accent, he's probably Guatemalan or Honduran.
What a joke.
Yeah, a bunch of knuckleheads. They are destroying Tijuana, actually.
Guys, do you honestly think that if this was Poland or Japan or anywhere, guys, that they let this happen?
Oh,
Do you
hell
think-
no. Hell no.
Imagine if they did this in Indonesia, right? You know what I'm saying? In Saudi Arabia, in Jordan, Oman, they'd be cooked. Maybe we could. Shimio says, give him that lead therapy. Look at that. Look at that. Let me see. Let's see. What else can we see with this whole? That CBS News. That is. Yeah, hold on, guys. Look at this.
The president said yesterday that paid insurrectionists were behind or involved in the protests in Los Angeles.
Now, guys, I believe that now. I honestly do. Because it does seem like the same group of knuckleheads show up to all these BLM and ICE and all these protests. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? They all look the same, walk the same, they have the same tactics. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I think that that's true. Colin, John Carlo, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
So,
does the White House have any more details about who they believe is paying these?
The president spoke about this last night when he returned from Fort Bragg, because frankly, the president has a lot of common sense. And if you look at some of the imagery that we have received from the Department of Homeland Security and ICE and law enforcement who are on the ground, you will see boxes and boxes of very professionalized masks and rioting equipment being dropped off for these protesters. So it's a good question the president is raising, and one we are looking into, about who is funding these insurrectionists and these rioters and these protesters and these illegal criminals. And I have updates for you on the numbers, by the way. Since June 6th, there have been 330 illegal aliens that have been arrested as part of these riots in Los Angeles.
Let's go.
113 of those illegal aliens had prior criminal convictions.
Look at that, guys.
And overall, and this includes arrests of American citizens, there's been 157 people arrested for assault and obstruction-related charges, including the attempted murder.
Look at that, guys. Right? But I thought they're peaceful. I thought that these people weren't committing crimes, right? Here we go, guys. So this is in New York. Look at this. Good. Why y'all doing that? Why y'all doing that? Yeah, get him too.
Freaking Marta.
Dude, NYPD is not playing games, man. I guarantee they were like, "Look, guys, we had a hard enough time with dealing with these knuckleheads coming here, and now I guarantee you they were just waiting for a reason to completely reverse themselves on the sanctuary city thing." You know what I'm saying? So they probably said, "Open season, boys." Damn. So why are you even down there, right? Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Did you guys see that? Guys, did you see that tackle?
Yeah, that was good.
Let's go! Let's go! Look at this. Let's watch that again. Let's go. Look at that, guys. Good. Arrest all of them. You see the ponytail patrol out there? I bet she wishes that she would have taken this day off, right, guys? Can you imagine how scared she probably is dealing with all this foolishness? You know? Let's see.
Yo, tear gas deployed by the ICE federal agents, I guess. Chambers and Church. Tear gas, big scene.
Damn.
But that's walking. Disgusting, you disgust me!
You're tough, right? You're tough?
Yeah, good. Arrest them. Let's go.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Is it funny, guys, that they don't have, like, why aren't they putting this effort into helping the homeless veterans, right?
Yeah.
Into helping, like, people that have, like, drug addictions or people that, you know what I mean? Helping fathers who can't see their children because of this court system, right? But they rather show up for a bunch of illegals. Isn't that insane? You guys hear this mostly chicks yelling?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Guys, we have 58 people watching. We have 41 likes. Guys, make sure to hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, guys. I'm not shocked. I'm honestly not. What's this?
Hey, let me see your hands.
One. One. Los Angeles. What is this? Is there no sound? Hold on. Damn. They're not playing. Who is this, guys? Damn. Good.
You got me?
Sorry, Jorge, but it's back home you go.
I'm gonna hold on to you. Hey, I'm holding on to you. I feel dizzy, bro.
I feel dizzy, bro. Give me the old gut punch.
Come on, bro. Let's listen.
I am listening.
Come on, bro.
You got you messed up my artery type. Like literally. No reason to do that.
Hey, you kick me in the face. That's gonna be another charge.
I'm not throwing
Let's be
myself.
fucking smart.
All right, help me up. I'm not throwing myself. Just help me out, please. Help me up. The shit hurts.
You wanna walk?
Y'all didn't want me to do the interview. That's how you're doing this.
Look at that. Damn. Steve says he lives in L.A. Steve, God's name, why? Why do you live in the L.A. area, dude? Why? Why, dude? Get out of there as soon as you can, man. Morons. All this, guys. Let's see. Now, someone said that the Texas ones they cracked down on real fast, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Governor Greg Abbott has deployed the Texas National Guard to San Antonio for immigration protests. San Antonio city offices closed earlier today ahead of the protests. So far tonight, several hundred people have gathered in front of City Hall. Leaders are expecting even larger protests in San Antonio and other major Texas cities on Saturday in response to President Trump's military parade going on in Washington on Saturday. Fox 4's Casey Stiegel is in studio tonight with more. Casey.
Yeah, Steve, we have been monitoring the events down in San Antonio. At this point, things do appear to be peaceful, but Texas city leaders said that they were well aware that a number of protests and demonstrations were scheduled not only today, but the coming days. What took many by surprise, though, is that Texas National Guard resources were being activated, some say with little to no warning.
Texans and its leaders do not want a carbon copy of the recent unrest in Southern California over the White House's crackdown on immigration enforcement.
As it concerns the exact tactics and things like that, we don't disclose those publicly.
Governor Abbott wouldn't disclose how many troops will be deployed or where they'll go, only saying they'll stage in strategic locations. It's also not clear whether any will be pulled from southern border missions to assist. Anti-ICE demonstrations were held earlier this week in Dallas, yielding one arrest. While down in Austin, at least 13 were taken into custody, 4 officers slightly hurt. So with future events on the calendar, Abbott says call in the cavalry.
That includes the deployment of Texas Department of Public Safety officers, as well as Texas National Guard in strategic locations where they can provide the most robust response where needed.
Wednesday evening, hundreds turned out in San Antonio, waving flags, holding signs reading, "No human is illegal." Officers say they appreciate people having the right to protest and assemble, just not putting lives or property at risk.
If police intervention becomes necessary, it will be carried out according to department.
Then asses will be whooped. Damn.
Officials in Texas and around the country are preparing for protests against President Donald Trump and his immigration policy. Governor Greg Abbott ordered the Texas National Guard send troops to San Antonio for those protests. The demonstrations are...
Wait, someone said that... hold on. National Guard... Oops. Forced to leave LA. Really? No way. This is saying National Guard forced to leave LA. Well, no, this is the... What is this? I don't know. That's another YouTuber saying this. But I don't see that they were forced to leave. You know? What a joke. I mean, guys, what do you think? Right? You know? Look at this. LA. under siege. It's an attack against our people. Please. What an absolute joke, man.
AJ. Did you know that the freaking Zionist president of Mexico was inciting the riots?
Well, anything that she can do to try and make herself look good at America's expense, right? Because here's the thing: the Mexican president knows that they don't have any power, right? They don't have any real power. They don't have any military power, economic power. So this chick's just trying to play politics. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? There's this other guy. He's head of the Senate in Mexico City. That guy was treating the U.S., the ambassadors and senators, and also he said that he was going to take over all territories again. What a knucklehead!
He was gonna what now?
He said, "Oh, I'm gonna take all territories that belong to Mexico from the U.S." What a stupid...
right. Good luck. I'd like to see him try, guys. I hope and pray that any country actually has the balls to outright attack us. You know what I'm saying? Attack the United States. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
there are more guns in Wyoming than the whole country of Mexico.
Solidarity with Los Angeles, but also against ICE raids that have happened here, going on for a second time this week in Chicago.
WGN's Courtney Spinelli continues our live coverage tonight. Courtney?
Hi, guys. Good evening. We are live right now along State Street downtown as this crowd of protesters protesting the Trump administration's immigration policies, recent deportations, and raids continues to move about. I'm going to take a step out of the way just to show you. You can see this crowd has been moving since just after 5 o'clock. They had a program earlier with speakers. Right now, what we're seeing, and really what we've been seeing along the route, is people chanting messages. They are doing a follow-along chant throughout the entire time. Things have been orderly, much more orderly than what we saw on Tuesday with other protests. You can see Chicago police officers also along the route helping to make sure that people out here are staying safe. They are blocking streets, using streets and sanitation vehicles to protest that we've seen in.
What a mess. Guys, what a joke. You know? Like, I can understand them peacefully protesting, but do people not understand that the last 4 years of our border policy has been an absolute disaster? Has been an absolute travesty? You know what I'm saying? What an absolute joke, you know? So guys, let's do this here because we're about a half hour in here, so. Here we go. Now, guys, look at this. So, guys, I've had a couple of videos on these chicks that are alcoholics, right? Well, that's behind the paywall. But, Colin, do you remember the video that I did? A couple of videos or live streams I talked about how these chicks are drinking more than men. They're abusing alcohol and drugs more than men.
Yeah.
And let's see. Okay. So while drugs are claiming lives like never before, this other insidious enemy has already crept into Americana. So the Wall Street Journal published this on how unhealthy binge drinking has become an unhealthy part of the lives of many women. We've not seen it or said enough about it. So women's alcohol consumption is up. And there's also risks like liver disease and breast cancer. Factors like college attendance, higher incomes, and delayed parenthood contribute to women drinking more. There it is, guys. So basically, feminism, guys. Guys, put a 1 if you agree that this basically means that feminism is making these chicks drink more, right?
Yeah.
So breast cancer rates are on the rise, and studies they suggest that even one daily drink can increase a woman's risk by about 10%. Look at that, guys. Colin, have you ever like dated or even here? Have you ever smashed a chick that was like a drunky McDrunkerson? You know what I'm saying? Like she was cool, but then she would start drinking and just completely just go nuts.
Oh yeah. I like 2 times. There was a barfly I picked up for just a booty call, and she was the kind of broad that when she was when she was getting that craving for the back door, she would call me, and I did it twice, and the second time I was like, "Oh no, dude, I gotta go. I gotta be like Batman, you know."
Yeah, you did.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Oh, look at that. So Red Door says the rehab unit that she works out with mostly chicks. Yeah. That, guys. Let's see. This person says, so women who turned 35 between the ages, who turned 35 between 2018 and 2019 were 60% more likely to binge drink or show symptoms of alcohol-related disease.
Wow.
Look at that. There was one where it was showing that the amount of women drinking rose like 85% with women. I'm trying to figure it out. Of course, I put the wrong Google search in here. Yeah, guys. I mean, be with a chick that can have a couple of beers, right? Because these chicks that turn into a banshee once they have a shot of tequila. Let's see. Oh, this is behind a paywall too, guys. Sorry. I don't have my multiple monitors, so I'm trying to get through this here. Well, yeah, guys, what are some of the other reasons why you think these chicks are drinking more and more? You know? Guys, what do you think? Women and alcoholism. Women and alcohol. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's just these chicks. They should have had kids, and they didn't. Here we go. You guys can see this screen here? Okay. Let me check the chat here. I gotta use. Razor said because they have no real hobbies. Michael Norman says ladies they want to drink like men. Spacious, what's up, dude? Says that they're lonely. Scott says because they're not following nature's rules. Yeah. Michael says they must be Kamala Harris.
Brunches and mommy wine culture are more popular than ever. Now some new data shows that alcohol use among women, especially those in their late 20s and 30s, is on the rise. And sadly, more and more women are dying from alcohol-related causes and illnesses. Fox Medical Team's Dr. Mike joining us live to talk more about this. Good to see you, Dr. Mike. How are you?
You know, when I was taking my kids on the choo-choo train when they were very young, I learned the term mommy juice.
Where did they find this guy? Steve said alcohol makes them fat. Oh, yeah. Colin, John Carlo. We didn't even talk about the fact that the majority of them are on psych meds, too. You know what I'm saying? Guys, yeah. How many times have we watched these 5-0 and 304s? And these chicks are on Xanax and Zoloft, and they're drunk too at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Dozens. if not hundreds.
Everybody had mommy juice with them. I'm not going to say what it was, but it wasn't orange juice. I can tell you that. All right. So it has become very popular, and women in particular, the numbers have gone up, and with that, the associated morbidity and mortality from excess alcohol use. And now we see an uptick of about 35% increased deaths for women. So it's a major issue and something we need to talk about, and people need to think about if they're drinking a lot.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Two things. What is a lot for a woman? Does it go based on your body type or how much you weigh? And also, Dr. Mike, why specifically women? Why are women more at risk than men?
Well, let's say
they're knuckleheaded morons, right? Because a lot of them have baby batter on the brain. A lot of them had Chad Tyrone spray up the walls. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are just nasty, just gross. You know, guys, why? Why even try with modern women? Colin, are you even dating or anything at all right now? Are you just straight up monk mode?
Dude, haven't even done the dirty in like 17 years almost.
Yeah.
Oh, but Colin, you sound like a lonely guy. You sound like you can't take care of yourself. You must hate women. You must hate your mother. Please.
Well, I will say that, I do hate my mother because of my, childhood, but I'm a very happy, content, single man. I've got multiple very large bank accounts. Life is good. I'm happy as a bug in a motherfucking rug.
Hey, Colin, are you busy? Guys, wait. Sunday is is Sunday Father's Day?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Guys, we'll do the Father's Day special to the single dads, and then we'll talk about crappy moms. So, Colin, if you can join in, I know that you had issues with your mom, like I had with mine. But guys, anyone who had a knuckleheaded mom, feel free to call in on Sunday. You know, because guys, there's this whole thing we're supposed to worship our moms and act like just because our mom carried us for 9 months, we owe her something. I didn't ask to be born. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't owe anyone anything. What are you talking about? So yeah, guys, that'll be Sunday. We'll do like the Father's Day special. We'll give props to all the single dads out there, and then show these demon single moms that are like,
Happy Father's Day to all the single moms out there. Duh.
Right? Morons. What a joke, right? Okay. One second, guys.
Answer that first. So women tend to absorb more alcohol and they metabolize it slower than men. And so that is a setup for women having an increased risk of cirrhosis compared to men, an increased risk of cognitive decline compared to men, and an increased risk of alcohol cardiac issues like alcoholic cardiomyopathy. That's where so much alcohol increases the size of the heart. Now, to answer the first question, if I had the answer as to who might develop cirrhosis even with one glass of wine a day, I would be up for the Nobel Prize. There are people like Frank Sinatra who had a fifth of Jack Daniels every day, and he lived into his 80s, but yet I have had patients who have small amounts of alcohol, and they end up developing cirrhosis. So no one knows the answer to that yet, but when it comes to alcohol, limit the use. I tell people, try not to drink during the week, all right? And mocktails. No longer are you walking around with a Sprite or a 7-Up. You're walking around with something that looks like a drink. Looks like the real thing. And
but they'll charge you even more for it. Now, guys, I didn't major in economics, but I can tell you got to be an absolute dumbass to pay more for a drink that doesn't have alcohol in it than one that actually does, right?
Right.
I mean, Colin, am I crazy here? I know that, like I said, I'm not a Harvard econ major. Guys, if you want to drink, I'm sorry, if you're at a bar and you don't want to actually drink, guys, get some soda water and put a lime in it. Get a Diet Coke or a Coke and put a cherry in it. You know what I'm saying? And just drink that. Get an Arnold Palmer. Put some lemonade and iced tea. Walk around drinking that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's non-alcoholic.
Right. And let's just talk about how much better you feel the next day, right? If you're doing a mocktail instead of a cocktail, because it's true. It sometimes, it can wipe you out for the whole next day if you're drinking too much and imbibing, not to mention all the long-term effects.
Well, who wants to have the spins? I mean, if I had that one more time, I think I hate vertigo. I really.
This guy's a doctor and he still got no play, dude. This guys, really? What are you talking about? If I had my beta, I'd play it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Do. And back in the day when you're young and you think you're invincible, you can handle it. But look, one drink affects your sleep quality so that the next day you're not on top of your game. So you want to take care of the fact that, look, is it worth it? No. Maybe on the weekends, my wife and I, Amy, have a glass of Grand Marnier on Friday night. That's our
Of course you do. He looks like a guy who'd have some Grand Marnier, right?
Hey, AJ.
Yeah.
Just before your stream started, I was watching the second Aliens movie, and all I gotta say about this guy is, hey, Vasquez, have you ever been mistaken for a man?
I have.
No, but my wife has.
The scene where when the Marines are waking up, they go and it shows all their names, on the computer screen. I have a tattoo of that on my forearm. And people are like, dude, is that the Marines from Aliens? Yeah. Guys, Aliens is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. And guys, it's the only movie that I can say that the director's cut is worse than the regular cut. You know what I'm saying? Because it's good, but they show too much. You know what I'm saying? Too fast. So
night and we go out to dinner. I believe she has that because she's married to me. And so it's marriage saving. I mean, if you look, Amy, if you were married to me, you'd probably have an alcohol drinking problem. What can I tell you?
I don't think that's true. I bet you were fun and
I'm just so clever.
Jesus Christ.
Guys. Well, the reason that I'm bringing this up, guys, because Colin, do you remember we looked at a video of this chick who ran her car into like a Chuck E. Cheese and killed 2 kids? It was a long time ago, dude. It was a long time ago. Okay. Hold on.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, it was a Chuck E. Cheese style place. Yeah. But you remember it, right?
Yeah.
So the whole story happened. So this is a follow up, because we all know. Hold on. Is there an increase? Sorry, guys. I'm not using my actual keyboard. Increase in women's DUIs. See. Yeah. Yes, there's an increasing number of female DUI arrests. While the overall rate of alcohol impaired driving has decreased, the proportion of female DUI arrests has risen. Look at that. Look at that, guys. So, guys, we knew this the whole time. These chicks are out here cruising for a bruising, man. A 2014 study found that on drunk driving cases across the nation, DUI arrests have increased for women while similar arrests for men have declined. Look at that. DUI arrests for women has increased by 28.8%, whereas men's went down. Women now account for a larger proportion of DUI arrests. Look at that, guys. Look at that. So women are getting more DUI charges. Wow. Guys, we called it, right? Right, guys?
Yeah.
So, guys, we're gonna go here, guys, and then we'll log off, guys. This is kind of sad, guys. So, get a beer or something, because guys, this is kind of tough to watch. But I think that we need to, because guys, not only is what she did gonna piss you off, but guys, wait till you hear the sentencing. Right? That's gonna piss you off even more. So let's go.
This is a fucking dream right now, bro. Please wake me up. Please, I'm begging you, wake me up.
Losing a child is an unbearable pain that no one would wish even on their worst enemy. But for Brian, this nightmare became a reality when a drunk woman sped through the Swan Boat Club's parking lot and crashed into its hall, where his wife, 2 toddlers, and 12-year-old son were celebrating a 2-year-old's birthday party.
Damn, that's crazy.
You see that, guys?
I feel bad for the kids.
The woman driving the car was identified as 66-year-old Marcella. When her vehicle crashed into the building, the impact threw everyone across the room, and the little kids, Zane and Alana, were tragically run over. At first, everyone thought a bomb had gone off, but as the dust settled, they realized it was a car that had burst through the event hall wall. Those who were unharmed began searching for the toddlers and rescuing others trapped in the debris when they discovered that Zane was pinned under the vehicle. In an effort to free him, the car had to be lifted, and he was brought outside, but he was in a life-threatening condition. Amid the chaos, Brian's wife, Mariah, and his 12-year-old son, Jaden, were still missing. And the worst part was that Brian had no idea about the tragedy yet, as he hadn't been at the party.
Okay. The firefighters are coming right over here.
Yeah, Eric Seabury said he saw this today. Yeah, guys, I covered this like a year ago, I think, on a 50 and 304s.
Yeah, actually, just not yesterday, but the day before, in my YouTube feed, there was a video, a pretty new video from, I forget what the channel's name is. They did an update where they covered and showed some of the excuses that she was trying to make. Before trial, and she was trying to say that she had a quote unquote seizure.
Okay, please. Yeah. If they call Jim Beam a seizure, right? You know, come on, man. Come on.
They're on their way.
Take care of the baby first. Yeah. Take care of the baby first.
Which one?
Her, right there.
Yeah, she's just sitting there. La, 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 la.
For a second. Are you driving? You driving the car? Can you come with me just for a second?
Okay.
You okay?
I passed out.
Are you okay?
I passed out.
I think so.
Okay. Where are you going with her? Over towards my car? Okay. What happened?
I passed out.
Okay. Have you been feeling ill or anything like that?
Yes.
Were you here for the party?
No.
What were you out here at the boat club for? Are you a member?
I was just coming down here. Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
Have you been drinking it all today?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit, please.
When's the last time you had something to drink?
Probably half an hour ago.
Half an hour ago? What do you drink?
Wine.
Wine? Okay. Have it. What's your name, hon?
Marcella.
Marcella what?
Guys, wait till you see her drinking a whole bottle of wine around the house. Then she backs out of the driveway and smashes into her neighbor's car. Insane.
You don't have any weapons on you, do you?
No.
All right, I'm just going to leave you back here just for a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you need to see any medical attention right now?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to roll down this window over here just to get you some air, okay?
Just the guy down the street?
Yes, sir.
The guy also hit his car, whoever was driving, hit his car down the street, too.
Okay.
So this guy was out of here. Yeah, this guy was out of here.
Okay. We'll take care of it. It's going to be just a little bit before we can get you.
I'm just saying that.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Look at that, guys.
Is anybody in there?
In here?
I don't know.
Is anybody in here?
I don't think that.
Okay. Alrighty. So what's going on today?
Not too much. I went out to lunch with some friends and I came back and came down to the boat club and I drove up to the boat club and that's the last thing I remember.
1 second. Just because you're in handcuffs, I got to read you this, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent.
Yeah,
Anything
she
you say
thinks it's
can
funny.
and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you wish to speak to me?
Pardon?
Do you wish to speak to me? Like, do you want to have a,
No, I'm good.
like, do you want to talk or no?
Oh, I'm just hoping no one was hurt.
Oh, sure. So can I talk to you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So what happened today? Where were we at today?
I went to lunch with some friends.
Okay, about what time was that?
Noonish
Where was that at?
at Vernus.
At Verna's. What'd you drink there? Did you drink water, pop? Anything?
I had a glass of wine.
Just one glass of wine?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you have one glass of wine at Verna's. After that, what happens? You leave at noon. Where do you go?
Came home.
What do you do when you get home?
I just came home and just kind of chilled out and was waiting for my husband to get up. He was taking a nap.
Okay. Did you drink anything else there? Did you take any medication or anything?
No, I didn't even get a drink down here because I never made it this far.
Okay.
Marcella was not only lying about how much she had been drinking that day, but also about having passed out when the crash occurred, something that would soon come to light. At the scene, a few people approached the breezeway where the car had come to a stop, finding Jaden and Mariah in very critical condition, as the impact had thrown them to the opposite side of the building.
Damn. Look at that, guys.
Mariah was drifting in and out of consciousness and was immediately taken to the hospital, where she slipped into a coma. Jaden was airlifted to another hospital, as he was bleeding profusely, and every second was a matter of life and death.
Okay. And then where were you driving to?
Just from Vernus to here.
To here? What were you coming here for?
Home.
You're going from Verna's to home?
Yeah.
And you left Verna's at noon?
Yes.
Okay. But then you said you went home first?
I'm home here.
Oh, okay. So you were trying to go from Verna's to home?
Yes.
How long were you at Verna's then?
Maybe an hour, not even that long.
Okay. So you made no stops between Verna's and here?
No.
And when did you go to Verna's again?
About noon.
About noon. Okay. This is a preliminary breath test. Michigan law requires that you submit to a preliminary breath analysis upon request of a peace officer. Your refusal.
Guys, what do you think she blows on the breath test? Because I don't remember this part. But let's see.
I think she was well over a 0.2, if I remember.
Yeah.
To submit as requested shall result in you being charged with a civil infraction with a penalty of up to $100 fine. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So it's a preliminary breath test. I just want to see where you're at with your alcohol level. If you have one glass of wine, it's going to be really low. Okay. So just go ahead and blow like you're blowing a balloon. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Blow harder. You got love.
I just want to make sure everything is okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that was so scary.
Do you remember what happened when you were going around here?
No, not really. I pulled into the parking lot and I thought I was driving up to the boat club and evidently I was driving right into the pavilion.
When you got to the parking lot, what happened?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. After this parking lot, you don't remember anything?
I don't.
Okay. Okay. I think that's all the questions I have for you now. Deputy Schmidt's gonna take you over from here, okay? So on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being like you're stone cold sober, you can drive perfectly, 10 being you're passed out drunk, where do you think you're at right now?
7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think you're okay to drive?
I wouldn't want to drive.
You wouldn't let you drive?
You're just driving, you dummy. What are you talking about?
Just give me 1 second, okay? Sorry, my phone's ringing. I think it's going to be my boss.
All right.
I apologize.
Marcella would later go on to deny everything she had told the officer in a subsequent interview, but one of the police reports included a statement from her husband who revealed that she was an alcoholic and that it had been a serious problem in their relationship. The host of the party, Kristen.
That's why her simp husband, hey, where are you taking her? Guys, I missed it. What did she blow on the thing?
They didn't say. They didn't say.
Okay.
Mariah's best friend since they were 5 and also her children's godmother had organized the party for her 3-year-old son. She was the first to find Alana after the crash, and what she saw was something no parent should ever have to witness.
Are you familiar with Mariah Dodds?
Yes, I am.
How are you familiar with her?
We have been best friends since we were 5.
Are you familiar with her children?
Yes, they're my godchildren.
Was Mariah invited to the party?
Yes, she was.
Did anything out of the ordinary happen then?
Yeah, there was very loud, what sounded like a bomb, and I was right by the door, so I ran in, and it looked like a bomb at that point. I didn't know what happened. There was just my son and his cousins right in the doorway. There was just debris everywhere. Then I seen one of the little girls got put on top of the bar because she was thrown behind it. And so I got her off the bar and set her down. Then I seen Marcella coming around the side of her car. I grabbed her and I started yelling at her. And somebody yelled, "There's a kid under the car." So I told her to pop her trunk so we could get a jack. I could smell alcohol on her. I kind of realized like she just drove her car into the building. So at that point, I told her just to get the F away from me, and I threw her down.
You testified just a moment ago that at some point people started yelling, "There's a kid under the car." What did you do as it related to that?
I seen Zane. He was underneath the driver's side wheel well of the car. And he was reaching out. So when they lifted, I got underneath it and pulled him out, put him on my lap, and the back of his head was bleeding. And his arm was just kind of limp and all bloody. And he had blood on his shirt and his face. But I asked him if he knew who he was, and he said, "Yeah, Z." And I said, "You know who I am?" He said, "Yes, God, Mom." Somebody yelled, "Tweety, there's another."
Sad. Look at that.
I
guys.
handed Zane to my sister and tried to go back under for Alana.
And what did you see when you got to the breezeway?
Kelvin, what's up, dude? Yeah, guys, like I said, guys, this is what I mean. This increase in alcohol use. Colin, John Carla, how many DUIs do you guys think that we've like covered in the time that you guys have that we've been doing 50 and 304s, even hundreds, right? At least
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And guys, it's old, young, black, white, you know, all types, you know? It's crazy. And the sentences, they never really get crazy sentences. Because remember in the 3NN news, you guys remember I would go over chicks that got DUI sentences, and we'd have to grade the sentences, and usually they would get like 5 years instead of life. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Here we go. Uh-oh. There we are.
And the door frame, Alana was wedged in between it. But she was already gone. She was blue and just cold.
Despite her own shock and grief, Kristen did everything she could to help Mariah and her children, guiding first responders to where they were. Tragically, little Alana had lost her life from the initial impact, and baby Zane passed away in the ambulance from his injuries. When Brian received word of the accident, he rushed to the scene, unaware of the full extent of the tragedy. It was only when an officer informed him that 2 of his young children had not survived, and that his wife and eldest son were on ventilators, that the devastating reality began to sink in.
Oh my God! No! I'm begging you! I'm f***ing begging you!
It's crazy, right? They should have given this chick the chair, right, guys?
Yeah.
Look at that. Stuff to watch, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yep.
Come on, bro. No! Not me! Not me! Come on, bro. I didn't do nothing. I haven't done nothing. Bro. No. You're lying. This is a dream. This is a fucking dream right now, bro. Please wake me up. Please, I'm begging you, wake me up. No, right now. He's lying, bro. Please, he's lying. Bro, please, he's lying. Please tell me he's lying. Please. No, way! They just was with me! No, bro, he's lying! He's lying! Bro, he's lying! I'm begging you, he's lying, Mike, he's lying, bro!
Can you imagine having to go through this all because of the drunken of the 304? You know? Like I said, life, man. You know?
I'm telling you right now, I was just with him. He needs you right now. Listen. Everybody needs you right now. Not my little boy. They went to a birthday party.
All ready. We're all done now.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. You need some help?
can you take these off right now?
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure?
I'm not gonna run away.
I trust you.
I'm not gonna run away.
I know. I trust you're not going to get there.
Can you imagine if a guy did this? How they would be treating him, guys? Can you imagine? Do you like I said, guys, you know, this is why guys are just checking out of society as a whole, right?
Yeah.
You know? Come on.
But when we do leave here, I gotta put him back on when we go to the jail. That's just policy procedure. You lose the pants? I don't want you to fall.
No, I don't want to fall.
I'm gonna try to hold you up here, okay?
Okay.
We might bump into each other, but that's all right.
Don't bury her. She took both of them. No. Listen. I can't do this life anymore, Mike. No. I can't do it right now, Mike. I can't do it. Look what he just did to me. Look what he did to me. Mike, don't tell me. Look what he did to me. Look what he did.
10, and then you say you go to the boat club, right to the boat club. That's not exactly accurate because I have surveillance footage of you at the boat club at 3 o'clock.
I don't know. I know that the party started at 3 o'clock, the birthday party. So I was there a little bit before that.
Do you have any children?
No.
No?
Thank God.
I may have stopped home just to check on my husband to see what he was up to. So I could have.
Okay. And if you stopped home, would it be common that you had another glass of wine?
I don't believe so, no.
No? How often do you drink?
I was drinking quite a bit there, but I've kind of switched over and I'm doing a free now.
What's a free?
It's alcohol free.
Oh, please.
You know, you crashed into the building, right?
I know.
Do you know what happened?
I do not know. Again, I just had one glass at Verna's.
Yeah, please.
Do you drink hard liquor?
No.
Vodka?
Oh, no. I would never do such a thing. I just drink wine. Please.
Surveillance footage from Marcella's house clearly shows her drinking a few hours before leaving. a detail that was also highlighted by the sergeant in court. As a result, while backing out of her driveway to meet her husband, Marcella struck her neighbor's car and then sped off toward the club.
So one glass at Verna's.
Yes, and I might have had a glass at the boat club.
When at the boat club?
When I went there after Verna's.
And then went to the boat club, had a glass of wine,
Yes.
and then blacked out in the back of the car.
Yes.
Well, that's not accurate,
Okay.
okay? Because your car is going 50 miles an hour into the driveway and drives into the building.
Damn.
So you didn't go to the boat club before the crash, okay? And we know the crash is at 3.
Okay.
And we know that Verna's was at 12:10 because the alcohol level you were at 4 o'clock, it's not practical, it's not feasible that you had one glass of wine. So then it's not possible that you drank at the boat club because your car drives into the building and everybody stops drinking, nobody's drinking.
Mm.
And you didn't go over to the bar and get a drink after you drove into the car. No.
And I don't remember any of that.
My name is Raquel Smothers.
Damn.
I am Mariah's sister. We were supposed to be planning a birthday party for Zane, not a funeral. No, when you have medical conditions, you should never get behind a wheel whether you are drinking or not. I will never look at the month of April.
I remember this. She's saying medical conditions was part of it. No, she was alcoholic. They still are trying to give this lady a way out. Isn't that sad?
The same ever again. My birthday was a few days prior. The babies were just at my house. They were sitting at that table eating, and this woman crashed her car through this building, destroying all of our lives. My nephew and my sisters.
You know, guys, we usually laugh and joke, but I figured that I had to play this because, guys, like, this is the damage that these 304s are doing. You know what I mean? And there's always an excuse, right, Colin? There's always an excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a trauma from her childhood. It was her husband who was abusive. It was all this fool. She was bipolar, blah, 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 blah. Right? If this was a guy, they'd have buried him under the jail and just called him a piece of trash,
Yeah.
Still fighting for their lives today. I had to be the one to tell my sister her babies were gone when they removed her ventilator yesterday. She said, "How am I supposed to live without my babies?" I had to see their very last moment before their car was removed.
No, I take that back. I had one,
Okay.
Actually I was at the boat club and I was drinking free. And that's when they call it like a white halo effect. And it just, everything gets really bright.
Because your level, you were a 0.21.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, that sounds like a lot.
Oh, yeah. So 0.08 is the legal level.
Okay.
One glass of wine or one beer or one 1 ounce shot of liquor is 0.02. So that would equal about 10 drinks within an hour.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
So after Verna's, you stopped at home.
Yes.
And then you went, you're saying you went to the boat club and had a couple glasses of wine.
Yes.
And then you walked from the bar at the boat club to the party?
To my car.
To your car.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go back home then?
No.
Okay. So you walk back to your car. What happened when you get in your car? What do you remember?
That's where I don't really remember anything.
If Marcella had truly passed out or didn't remember what had happened, she wouldn't have been able to shift gears from reverse to drive after striking her neighbor's car.
Damn.
In the street view, it's clear that she hit the vehicle here, then drove straight without hitting anything else, and consciously steered at this point but failed to brake, likely because she was intoxicated.
So we're going to start fresh. And I'm going to ask you a very blunt question.
Okay.
Are you an alcoholic?
I don't believe so.
Oh,
So you're getting a
please.
little emotional. I apologize.
Well, I think
I have to ask these hard questions, and you need to look into yourself
right.
and answer this truthfully.
Right. And I would say I drank considerably more when I was not drinking the free. But since I started drinking the free, I'm not drinking nearly as much.
At this point, you are trying to deceive us
and not doing a very good
how
job.
much you drank yesterday and where you were at between noon and 3. So this is your one opportunity to tell us the truth and look truthful and not deceitful, because there's only going to be one of two ways that you're seen. One way, you're a liar, no good criminal.
Okay.
All right. Second way, she's sorry for what happened. She wants to own up to what she did, and she wants to take responsibility.
The day that happened, that the kids were with me, and we was just having a normal day. I was just playing with them, getting them dressed and ready for the birthday party they was getting ready to attend. Once their mom picked them up, 30 to maybe 40 minutes, probably maybe an hour at tops, I was getting calls from my phone constantly from people I haven't met in years, family members. I felt in my stomach something was very wrong. My brother finally got a hold of me and told me there was an accident at the boat club. When I made it to the boat club, a chapel guy came on my corner, and I dropped straight to the ground. I started screaming because I knew they was gone. I knew in my heart they was gone. So I told him not to tell me.
Man.
I begged them not to tell me. Before I even registered it was gone, they told me that Jaden, my oldest, was airlifted to the University of Michigan. I didn't even have time to grieve. I didn't have time to process what was going on with Alana and Zane because I had to rush to U of M. I had to make sure Jaden was okay. When I got to the University of Michigan, Jaden was on the table, covered in blood. He had 9 to 10 doctors all on him, trying to work on him, and his eyes seen me. And I kept telling him to fight. I kept telling him to keep fighting, and all he did was blink. At that time, I stayed at the University of Michigan for 2 weeks. I never told Jaden his brother and sister were gone.
You probably are the most hated person in the United States.
Let's go. Let's go. Look at these dude. How we keep coming across all these base cops, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at that. Eric Seabury. What's up, dude? JD Happy's here. Joe Dash is here. What's up, guys? Good to see you guys. Oops.
You drove your car into a kid's birthday party and killed 2 kids.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And many more are at the hospital in critical condition right now.
Oh, no.
Adults as well.
That is why I'm trying to get the truth from you, Marcella, so I can tell the prosecutor that you're not a low-down, dirty drunk that wants to go out there and kill kids.
Damn.
No.
I'm looking for the truth, Marcella. The truth needs to come out because you are the most hated person in the whole United States right now. I guarantee this is national news.
And
I've been doing this for a long time. I've sat across the table from killers before, like really, really bad killers. You're not that person.
And I don't
Please.
remember. Honestly, I do not remember. I would think I would remember something like that.
Well, you're not being truthful about how much you drank. You're not.
It's scientifically impossible to be the blood alcohol level you were last night with 1 glass of wine like you're telling us.
What you took from me, I will never, ever get back. My daughter was trying to be just like me playing basketball. She just celebrated her 8th birthday. Zane was about to be 5. Instead of celebrating his 5th birthday, we buried them. You don't have no kids, so you don't know what this feels like. And I promise I don't wish nothing but the worst for you. And I hope that you feel what we feel every day. Because it's hard. It's hard even.
Damn, see, and none of this. I prayed for you. I forgive you. He said, man, I hope you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to wake up knowing that they're not here. It's hard that their older brother has to be without his brother and sister. And I hope every day that you realize what you took it from us.
Oh, I'm just devastated.
So are many people right now.
I'm sure they are.
And they're looking for answers, and we're trying to help them find answers.
I understand.
But you're not telling us the truth. You understand, but you're not telling us the truth about how much you drink.
So there's one thing I want to leave you with, Marcella, because I'm tired of being lied with. You did this. You did this. You see that kid there? You did that. You did that. You did that. and you continue to lie to me.
I'm not lying.
You did this.
I'm not saying that I didn't, but I certainly don't remember. I don't recall.
That's not going to cut it.
She showed no remorse for the tragedy and even appeared in a TV interview to
Look at that.
justify taking the lives of 2 young children.
There it is, guys. See that? Not only is she not sorry, she's doubling down.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is why I'm playing this video, guys. Yeah?
So here's the other thing. It just says here, right here, where you paused it at the perfect moment.
Yeah.
She posted a $1.5 million bond. That means her simping loser goddamn husband had to put up $150,000, for the 10% for bond to get her out.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Simps. Guys, telling you. Simps are the worst, man. And he's been married to the alcoholic knucklehead for years. Yeah, she's just lonely when she drinks, man. Doesn't she drink all the time? But that's beside the point, right? Come on.
After posting her $1.5 million bond and being placed under house arrest.
I think I had a seizure. I think that the
Yeah, I
same
told
thing
you.
that
I
my
told you.
husband said that I did when I have a seizure is just go straight. And I think when I got in the car, that's what happened. I just had the seizure and probably put my foot on the accelerator and crashed into the building. I have a perfect record. I don't even have a parking ticket. I don't have any kind of DUI or speeding ticket.
A year later, while Jaden was still in the process of healing, Mariah was able to walk again after numerous physiotherapy sessions. Both had suffered punctured lungs, broken ribs, and undergone countless surgeries just to get back on their feet. Mariah testified in court to the best of her ability, and this is what she said to Marcella in her impact statement.
April 20th, 2024 changed my life forever. When I was told my children were no longer here, I felt like I stopped breathing, as if I died inside. The medical professionals had to keep putting me back to sleep because every time I woke up, my body would go into panic. My mind could not understand what was happening, and my body just reacted. I had to see everything that was left inside my home when we last left it all together. Having to see their little shoes and coats at the front door with toys laying around my living room made everything feel more realistic.
Damn.
I could not look at anything. I cried to my family to get it all out of my sight because every time I seen something of theirs, I felt like I was going to stop breathing. I encountered so many phone calls, so much paperwork, and consistent appointments when all I wanted to do was just close my eyes and pray every time I opened them that it was just a nightmare. I felt helpless. I could not move around without support. I could not get out of bed and go to the bathroom without help. I could not bathe myself. With most of my ribs broken on one side, my shoulder blade broken on the other, a golf ball-sized hematoma right on my pubic region, and the back of my neck and skull bruised. I couldn't sit comfortably in a car or sit straight up in a chair without it hurting to breathe. I had to break the unwelcome news to Jaden, bury my children, figure out how to even celebrate Jaden's birthday to make it positive for him, mourn Zane's birthday the day after, and face Mother's Day all in the same week. Everyone's birthdays were gloomy and quiet this year. Halloween was different. Thanksgiving felt like another day. Christmas was sad. It was heartbreaking and just did not feel right. Easter this year was the 1-year death date from this tragedy, and I was not even able to celebrate Easter. Instead, I faced another heartache by going into Alana's room that I have not seen in a year. Her room still smells like her. Her little dollhouse was still set up the same way when she was playing with it last. We were working on her room together, organizing all her toys, redoing the floors, and so on. She was so excited, and I never got to finish it with her.
Damn.
It took Jaden 10.5 months to regain the strength fully of walking without a wheelchair and walker. I wish I was alert that day. I would have been able to kiss my kids one last time and tell them I love them.
Do you see her trying to be crying, guys? The drunk piece of trash. You see her crying? Quote unquote crying crocodile tears, guys? You see this, guys? See that?
Yeah.
Then, you see the mouse right there?
Yeah.
See that? Yeah. See?
Zane would have been able to hold his mommy that he kept asking for minutes before he passed away. The other part of me is glad I wasn't alert because I do not think I would have been able to manage my children. Seeing my children like that, or my daughter smashed into a wall. The guilt that comes with this is unbearable. And I question myself every single day, wondering if I could have done something.
No, guys, wait till you see the charge, okay?
My kids finally caught up with her, and at the end of the day, she killed 2 of my kids. I'll never know the answers as to why she didn't stop the first time. She ran into something before coming towards the boat club. She is an evil and sick individual in my eyes. If Michigan offered the death penalty, I would highly recommend it for her.
Let's go.
I am exhausted mentally, emotionally, and physically with this. All I want to do is grieve the way I want and need to for my sanity and peace. I beg and I plead for her to be sentenced to life in prison.
All right, guys, here we
with
go.
no parole.
Marcella was found guilty of all charges, which included second-degree murder, operating while intoxicated causing death, and operating while intoxicated causing serious injury. She was sentenced to 25 to 50 years in prison.
Now, guys, what did you notice?
She basically did get a life sentence.
But watch.
Marcella was found guilty.
You guys see? There's only one murder charge on there.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's right. Even though there was 2 of them. Yeah.
Isn't that nuts, guys? So they probably had her plead out, but then they dropped. I don't even know. There's no excuse for this, right? Look at that, guys. Isn't that crazy? Do you think a guy would have got one of the murder charges dropped? No,
Oh, no, dude. A guy would
Of all charges.
Yeah.
A guy would have gotten life in prison, no possibility parole. I mean, even though effectively it's a death sentence for her because of her age, she still got off easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. A guy would have got life in prison, and then he'd have got up the pooper from Bubba. Because you know what I mean? So
Charges, which included second-degree murder, operating while intoxicated causing death, and operating while intoxicated causing serious injury. She was sentenced to 25 to 50 years in prison.
I never met one of those children, but I was involved in the accident. And the only thing that I can say is, I'm so very sorry.
No amount of apology could ever be enough. The children were gone, and Marcella, a longtime member of the Swan Boat Club, left everyone involved with a memory no better than reliving a nightmare every day. This case became not just a fight for justice, but also a powerful reminder that drunk driving has destroyed lives and will continue to do so unless we make a conscious effort to stop it. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen.
Now, guys,
Click to watch now.
Oops. Let's do this.
From this
Sorry, guys.
situation.
Let's go back.
It's hard.
And
Sorry, guys.
I'm
Let's gotta do
very
one thing.
sorry.
Sorry,
No
guys.
amount of apology could ever be enough. The children were
I don't
gone,
have
and
my,
Marcella, a longtime member of the Swan
good
Boat Club,
mouse, so
left
hold on.
everyone involved with a memory no better than
Guys, hold on. There was a video that I want to click on here. Screw it. Now, guys, here we go. Having problems here. Go away. Okay, we're gonna go here. Guys, make sure to hit the like button. Guys, who wants to see the Ponytail Patrol? That'll make us feel a little bit better, right? A little bit better. Then we'll set this bad boy down. Here you go. Okay. Turn the sound on.
to intimidate another, or that warrants alarm for the safety of others.
So guys, so the point.
Do not move. Do you understand?
Like pointed at you or just pointed at to me?
So the ponytail patrol is driving down the street, and she has road rage, so she decides to pull her service weapon out on the guy.
What?
Yeah, right. Guys, let me know. Does this shock you? Is this what we expect of the ponytail patrol? I mean, come on. Do we expect anything else? You know? Come on.
So I go like this?
Yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
reaches down, grabs a pistol, goes like this.
On April 26, 2024, a young man named Jake reported a terrifying encounter on a Washington highway where an off-duty female police officer, Melinda, allegedly pointed a pistol at him.
Well, this is in Linwood, Colin.
Oh, damn.
Ohio, Washington, Linwood, Florida.
During a road rage dispute. Washington state law, specifically RCW 9.41.270, states it shall be unlawful for any person to carry, exhibit, display, or draw any firearm in a manner, under circumstances, and at a time and place that either manifests an intent to intimidate another, or that warrants alarm for the safety of other persons. Jake described merging onto 196th Street when Melinda's vehicle nearly hit him, swerving across lanes without signaling. At a stoplight, after Jake gestured in frustration, Melinda reportedly reached for her pistol, held it up, and pointed it at him through her closed window. Jake, fearing for his life, immediately called 911, describing the small handgun and his shot.
Good on him, right, guys? You know? Good on him for actually calling the cops. Right on.
Yeah. Camera's gonna be rolling, okay? All right.
What's that?
Jake. Officer Hendricks. Hey, nice to meet you.
Officer Hendricks, nice to meet you, man.
Just hang tight. I gotta get a statement from you.
Oh, and guys, everyone in the chat, guys, what do we always say about the Ponytail Patrol?
Useless.
Useless, exactly. Exactly. One-legged man in an ass-kicking contest.
No. I wasn't even there. It was someone else.
I'm going to get back and straight out.
Oh yeah. I mean, someone was there. So I need your name, date of birth, address, phone number, right? Okay. Basically, what happened? Describe the vehicle, describe the driver, describe the gun. Okay. Yeah. And say I wish to, be a victim of a crime or pursue charges. All right.
I got you.
Do you think you can get that done in a few minutes, or
yeah?
I mean, I know it's cold, so you're more than welcome. Yeah, I'll roll in there with you. Let me just grab my keys. All right. Oh, thanks, man.
Of course.
I didn't know this. I thought this was an apartment.
It's a dorm for college students.
Oh, really?
Upstairs, yeah.
Oh, nice.
We have our business right up here.
Oh, okay. What do you do?
I work for a marketing team.
Oh, nice.
Sales assistant.
Cool. Oh, yeah. This is a lot warmer than being out there, dude. Just so I understand. So you're coming from off the freeway?
Yeah, driving off the freeway.
You're going southbound?
Yeah, taking 100 first exit.
And so that's the exit on 196th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like where it merges?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're getting off the freeway. Where was the other vehicle coming?
Next.
So they were already on 196.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And I come in right across.
So you merge.
Yeah.
Okay. And then.
No. She was on the highway with me, next to me. She was right next to me going east. And she crossed over and almost hit the barricade in the middle of the deal where it goes.
She was on the highway. What do you mean? She needed to get over to go west.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And I didn't see no blinker. I really wasn't looking my left.
Yeah. Because you think that's a big pet peeve of mine. People that wait till the last minute to get over. Yeah. Okay. So she gets in front of you, right? Almost hits you.
Yeah. Almost hit me.
And then you guys go up to 196. You're stopped at the light.
I stopped at the light next to the Jack in the Box.
So that's 40th.
Yeah, I went straight, still on 91.6.
Okay.
And she turned right at the Jack in the Box, and I kept going straight.
Okay, and that's where you guys were. And walk me through. Okay, so she was going to go right on 44th, and you were going to be going west. 196. Right. And you look at her. What does she look like?
Like kind of just went like this, turned around.
What are you thinking? Okay.
And she looked at me, and she was, And I just like, okay, just wave it off. Next thing you know, she reaches under either her chair or her side door and grabs out a pistol and puts it up to the window.
Damn.
She went like this.
Like pointed at you or?
Just pointed at to me. And
because I want to get this right. So you're in your car?
Yeah.
Okay, so you beat her and I'll be you. Sorry, I just want to get this. Okay. And I'll get it on camera. So I'll pretend I'm facing this way. So, right, I'm looking, you're her. Okay, and then what?
She went like this,
So I go like this?
Yeah, and then she's
Yeah.
reaches down, grabs a pistol, goes like this, and
out. Was her window open or?
It was closed.
Closed. Okay, so she wouldn't have been able to go.
I mean,
like this.
She went like this.
Okay.
Kind of deal.
Okay, dude, that's.
I couldn't do anything because I was stuck. There was cars in front of me. I just sat there and I was like, I literally just put my hands up and I was like, well, this is it. This is it. I didn't understand.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Do I need to write it down though, even though you got it from me?
Yeah, definitely. Right. So they were driving southbound on I-5. He's on the right side, getting off to go west on 196.
What's happened on I-5?
No. So then she's in the eastbound to go like the other exit, or the eastbound exit. She swerves over, almost hitting the median, almost hitting him. They somehow get to the light at Jack in the Box at 196. He looks over and goes like this. She looks over and goes like this. Then he sees her reach down, points it, gets a gun, and then points it out.
Damn.
That's what you got.
Want to write that in a statement?
He's completed it.
And the statement says she pointed.
I'll go double check. Wait, sorry. Can I see your statement?
Hey, give me a second. Let me call you in a second. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So did she flash a gun or did she point the gun?
She flashed it and pointed it. She went up at the window and went like this. And I went like this, and I put my hands up like this. And she got in the right lane and turned right at the...
Of course she did.
On 196 at the Jack in the Box. I was scared. I literally went like this, and I grabbed my phone and called 911 immediately.
You know anything about guns?
No.
Okay. That's trying to figure out what kind of gun it was.
I mean, it was a handheld pistol. It was super small.
It was a little, okay, so probably that.
Isn't that funny, guys? How most chicks can't even tell you what kind of car swerved them off the road or whatever. Oh, ma, I think it was blue.
Right.
Most guys can be like, yeah, it was like a 2008 or 2005 to 2008 Accord is silver, right? Or it was like a Tundra, But this guy doesn't know anything about guns, but he said it was a small black pistol, right?
Right.
Like, I just know it was a big gun. I don't know what it was, right? So, come on.
All right, cool. Sorry about that.
About what?
Well, that I just took off.
Oh, no, you're
All right, we're good. Signed it, dated it. All right, thanks, man. Just hang tight, all right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is in Washington State. This is in Linwood, Washington.
What? Is that enough, or do we need?
I mean, yes. We just needed to make sure whether it was pointed or whether it was just displayed, because that's the difference between unlawful display and assault too.
Damn.
So I mean, neither one of them is good.
No, yeah, neither one is good, but one is worse.
One you're going to county, and the other one you're probably getting a citation. But
wow. Okay.
How many occupants?
Here we go, guys.
All right. Let's keep it cool, calm, collected. We'll just call her out, have her take a step out to the left, and come in between the two vehicles. Perfect.
I got no driver with your left hand. Open up the door from the outside. Do it now.
Officer Brown, Officer Sapp, switch spots, please.
Keep your hands up and step out of the vehicle. Do it now.
Sapp, you're going to be my hands. We're going to get a frisk done first,
Guys,
okay?
turn around and face away from me.
With your left hand, pick up the back of your shirt. Go ahead and spin around 360 for me. Okay. With your hands up, slowly walk backwards towards the sound of my voice. Yep, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. You're doing good. Keep
Now remember, guys,
Okay, stop right there. Get down on your
Talk,
knees. Do not move. Do you understand?
Dumbass.
All right, I'm gonna fix you down real quick. You got it. All right, I'm gonna sit you up. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back up here. Just have you put your feet back here, please.
Look at that. Look at the look on her face. Colin, Giancarlo. Look at that. Look at that smirk.
Yeah.
That's how you know
Yeah.
she's guilty, right? Look at that smirk on her face. Yeah? Look at that. Demons, man. They're demons. Yeah?
Yeah, and this
Keep on. Keep on.
and this is here in Washington, dude. This is literally just not very far. This exact road, I've driven down that road many times.
Oh, wow.
That look on her face here in Washington, she already has this mentality like, what, bitch? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm above the law. F you.
Yep. And it was a man too. So she's like,
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Is this your vehicle, ma'am? It is, yes. Okay, I'm just gonna read you something real quick and then I'm gonna chat. Okay. Understood? All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. You cannot afford to
Melinda, an off-duty officer and National Guard reservist, claimed she acted in response to Jake's aggressive driving and
Please.
threatening gestures,
Look at
asserting
that.
she only displayed her holstered Glock 42, not pointed it. Washington's assault second-degree statute, RCW 9A.36.021, notes that a person is guilty if they assault another with a deadly weapon, which can include pointing a firearm with intent to cause fear. Melinda argued Jake road raged her, swerving toward her car and making a finger gun gesture, prompting her to show her pistol as a defensive reaction.
These chicks are so stupid. Does that even make sense?
No.
That he cut her off, then he made a gun with his hand. What guys don't even do that, right? So she pulled her real gun out. That doesn't even make any sense, you moron.
She insisted, I never pointed it at him. It was in its holster. However, Jake's statement and the body camera evidence suggested otherwise, leading officers to determine probable cause for assault second degree, a felony rather than unlawful display, a lesser offense. This discrepancy underscores the fine line between self-defense and unlawful conduct, particularly for an officer expected to de-escalate volatile situations.
Driving southbound on I-5. Okay. I went to go merge to get off of 196. Had my turn signal on forever. That dude kept trying to get closer and closer. Didn't want to let me in. I was about to miss the exit on 196. I squeezed in between him and the other vehicle, put up my hand, continued driving off of the exit. He started road raging at me, got up on my bumper, flashed his lights at me the entire time. We were coming off of the exit at 196. Got up to as we were coming up to the next stoplight, he swerved over into the left lane really quickly off of my driver's side. Got up next to me, and then when he got towards the front of my car, he jerked his wheel, trying to act like he was juke me, like he was going to come get into my lane. I slammed on my brakes. He did it again, and then when we ended up next to each other at the stoplight, he put up his hands in a finger gun motion at me. I picked up mine, My pistol is in the glove compartment now. Picked up my pistol and showed it to him as well.
Okay.
And then put it back down. He waved at me. And then that was it.
Is it? So where is it now?
It's in the glove compartment.
That's super. Okay. All right. So there's a pistol and a. Yeah, she's been ready and everything. There you go.
Hi, here.
Hey.
Would you like to see my ID?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, she flashed her badge.
Belinda. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, you want to see my ID?
Yeah.
Reserve?
National Guard now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What unit?
I am with a unit down at JB1 now. I'm an intel unit.
Okay, I just
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where'd you just come out of?
All right, so Melinda, we've done our thing. We've looked at the whole totality of the circumstances, the whole bit. At this point, the PC's assault 2
For
pointing the firearm.
I didn't point it at him.
Yes, you did.
He's saying
I did not. I did not point it at him.
It's kind of the line that we have here is, well, you know as well as I do. Weapons apparently capable of producing bodily harm, brandishing.
I do.
Assault 2.
Sergeant there. I'm in the lane. He comes up. He swoops his car towards me. He swoops his car towards me again, which we all know that vehicles can be used as deadly weapons. Okay. He gets up beside me. I finally look over at him. He points finger guns at me.
Please.
He points at me. I picked mine up with my left hand. I'm right-handed, picked it up. It's in its holster. I just held it up in its holster, not even in any sort of...
Guys, do you believe any of this?
Oh, hell no. Of course not.
What an absolute joke.
I mean, what kind of dumbass question is that, AJ?
That's and there's... They can't even... They project because they honestly think that, like, guys will do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
a guy wouldn't point a finger gun. That's something that a chick would do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Configuration. I did not point it at him, just... And then put it back down. And then he continued, like, making hand motions at me. The light turned green, traffic started going. He's still... So I pulled into the other lane and I turned north to get away from him. I never pointed it at him. I never held it in a configuration that could be pointed at him in any way whatsoever.
Okay.
He road raged me the whole way off. Like, as soon as we hit the exit, I'm backing away from the car in front of me to give them more space. He's on my bumper, flashing his lights at me, road raging me the whole time, coming up on my bumper. I'm using my turn signals. I get over into this center left lane. He swerves around onto the left side of me. He road rages me all the way up the road. He swoops his car in towards me multiple times. I don't react to any of that other than to make sure that I hit my brakes so that he's not behind me anymore. I'm not brake checking him, but I hit my brakes to make sure that he didn't hit the front end of my car. And then I was on the phone with my mom. Like, I was talking to my mom. He gets up next to me. He points at me like he's going to shoot me
with his hand.
I just held it up. I didn't point at him. I didn't threaten him with it. Again, it's in its holster in the exact configuration that it's in right now. Like, I never pointed it at him. I didn't act aggressively with it in any way. Like, he made the threatening motion towards me.
Matthew says they call her strap-on Sally.
I did not make the threatening motion towards him. It was all a reaction to his road rage towards my vehicle.
No, Dragon, she pointed the gun at him in traffic, and she's a police officer.
Like, I wouldn't do that.
All right. Well, let me with that information, let me talk to my commander.
Please.
I'll have a chat with him.
I understand. I know brandishing. Yep, absolutely. I fucked up. I should have just kept it right in the door, not even messed with it. But he indicated at me in a threatening motion with the finger guns. That's the only reason I did it. It wasn't unprovoked. I didn't just grab it and point it at him. I didn't flash a gun at him just for the sake of flashing a gun at him. He pointed finger guns at me after he made multiple attempts towards my car, like juking towards my car, trying to make me swerve. I was not road raging at all. I wouldn't do that. I sure as hell wouldn't point a gun at somebody. Like, we all know better.
Yeah.
Like I would absolutely never do that.
All right. Sit tight for me for just a second. I'll chat with over here. All right. I've heard everything you've had to say. My hands are tied. All right.
You're cooked.
Sorry I got to do this.
And now here come the tears. Here come. Let's go.
Okay. You throw them back for me,
Yeah.
please.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. We won't forget those. Any shoulder issues or any reason why I might need 2 cuffs?
No, man.
And 2 fingers that side. And 2 fingers on the other side. Not too tight for you? Okay. And 2 fingers there. 2 fingers the other side. We're going to double lock here left and double lock right. I would like consent to search your vehicle. Is that something you're willing to provide?
Is the alternative you're going to take my car?
You know, I can't tell you that.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's that?
Yes, that's fine. You can search the vehicle.
Okay. I'm just going to get a consent of search form started, and we'll go that route. You're going to hang out with Officer Sapp, who's going to search you. All right? Sit tight for me. We got her purse and everything for her, or her wallet and whatnot.
I don't have the wallet.
Okay.
I put the wallet in her property.
Okay, in with her property. Good, yeah. And this is ours.
Yeah, her property.
I'm going to put it over the top of her stuff for that seat so you can see it.
That's a smart move.
This is Inwood.
In Linwood? No, sir. Never.
Is it a Glock 42?
Yes, sir. What is a Glock 42?
380 version of the 43.
Oh, really? Looked like the slide was a little longer.
Oh, really? Came out with 380 people were like, this would be cool with a 9mm.
That's why I carry on my ankle.
Despite her protests, Melinda was arrested, handcuffed, and read her Miranda rights as officers searched her vehicle, recovering the Glock 42 from the glove compartment. Washington's law on police misconduct, RCW 43.101.05, allows for officer discipline, including suspension, when conduct violates public trust, stating the commission may deny, suspend, or revoke certification of a peace officer for conduct that would constitute a crime involving moral turpitude. Although Melinda faced no immediate charges, her department placed her on leave pending investigation, reflecting the seriousness of her actions as an off-duty officer. The arrest, captured on body camera, shows her acknowledging her mistake. This case raises questions about accountability, as an officer's misuse of a firearm, even off-duty, erodes public trust and demands scrutiny to ensure justice is served. Like and subscribe for more police cam stories. Watch the next recommended video. Click to watch now.
You know? Guys, what do you think, right?
Yeah, well, you know, it's Washington. I can already tell you nothing's going to happen to her.
Absolute mess. Well, she's going to end up killing someone, you know?
Yeah, well.
Guys, I just saw a thing, and it says, hold on. If only that we started importing thick Latinas and petite Asian women immigrants, then their liberal white chicks would form, schmaltzy units overnight. But all right, you guys. I'm gonna shut this bad boy down, guys. Let me see. We will do the regular 9 o'clock live on Sunday, guys. No 50304s tomorrow, guys. But I'll be driving back home Saturday morning, and then yeah, guys. So Sunday we'll do Father's Day special. Talk about moms. Colin, please let me know if you can be on the panel, man. Yeah,
I'll tell you right now, I will.
Sweet, dude. And yeah, guys, we'll big up all the single fathers. We'll hate on all the single moms trying to claim the day, and then we'll also talk about crappy moms. But all right, you guys, appreciate you. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, AJ. Have a good night, man.
Yeah. Goodbye,
guys.
brothers. Take care.